Pixelcraft Spotlight is not filmed before a live studio audience, eh? But because they were legal in Canada, there were these little kids that were smuggling video game enhancers across the border back then, eh?
Wow, great story, Mike.
Hey, Mike, we were just talking about how a go-getter you are.
Well, thanks. I try, eh?
So, how about you go get us some coffee? Nothing? Damn, tough room. I was up late coming up with that, too.
So, do you really want coffee?
Yeah, Mike, that would be nice.
Okay, well, if I'm gonna get coffee, I'm gonna treat you some good old Tim Hortons, eh? It's just a schlep back to Surrey, but it's worth it, you'll see. I'll be back in a few days, guys.
No, Mike, that really wouldn't be... And he's gone. Well, okay. Sherry? Coffee?
Why don't you get your own coffee, you fat sacks of crap?
Hey, we might be fat and sacks of crap, but what was that third thing you said?
Come to think of it, I've never seen either of you actually get off that couch and walk anywhere.
Really? That's weird. We get up and walk all the time.
I don't remember doing that.
I haven't animated it yet.
Fourth wall, Brad. Watch it.
No, wait. I did animate you. That's right. Try it out.
Ha! Who's a fat sack of crap now?
Well, still you. But you are standing.
You know what? I don't need to take this. Not to foreshadow future events or anything, but I'm blowing this pop stand and I'm not looking back. So long, suckers!
That's the broom closet.
I can see that, Brad. Damn it. All right. Well, goodbye forever.
Isaac, that's the bathroom.
Ah! Oh, hell. I stuck my arm in the damn toilet. Okay. And what's this door? Whoa! We have a green room? Neato.
Ugh, how long are we doing this bit?
It's almost over. Isaac, just please come sit down.
You do know the exit was that way.
Thanks, Cherry. And welcome to Pixelcraft Spotlight, where we spotlight pixel crafts. It's pretty self-explanatory.
I guess it is. Maybe we don't need to explain that part anymore.
Anyway, today we welcome Rick Sanders A.K.A. PixelStitch, a pixel stitcher. Also self-explanatory.
Correct, Isaac. So before we get into said pixel stitching, let's open as we do by asking what your favorite game is.
Hey, Brad and Isaac. Thanks so much for having me on the show. As for my favorite game, I played a lot of Nintendo as a kid, so it's probably a toss-up between River City Ransom and Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden I would come home and play after school every day. I played all three of them, but I really liked the first one, and I would try to beat the whole game without dying, and never quite managed it, at least back then. Haven't done it since. River City Ransom, my brother and I would play co-op on the weekends, a lot of times on like Saturdays instead of watching cartoons. And eventually one of us would get Javelin Man and throw the other off the screen and basically soft lock the game. So that's pretty much how most of our co-op games ended, but it was a lot of fun and I loved the art style even back then.
What was that game you just mentioned now?
River City Ransom? Yeah, it's a real gem. Heard of it?
Yeah, I think we've heard of it. Rick, let's talk a little bit about your favorite stitching projects.
Alright, so my favorite project, I'm going to cheat a bit, but I'll try to keep from going too crazy. My favorites are all things that were level up moments for me as a crafter. My first was my first ever scene, kind of before I knew this layered needlepoint thing would work. That's the Mega Man vs. Metal Man scene. I didn't have a lot of colors, and I had to restitch a large part of the background when I realized that the original colors I used didn't have enough contrast and it didn't look very good. But it did get me started in it, and it was kind of cool to see it work. Second for me was probably the NES Ninja Turtles opening cinematic. That was the first time I really broke out of replicating the sprite exactly. I had to edit down that long pan at the beginning of that game, get it to fit the frame, and then I decided to recolor the turtles to make it look better, and I was really happy with how it came out. That's probably one of my proudest ones, just because I did do a little bit of pixel, at least alteration, if not straight up pixel art. And most recently, I'd have to say it was the Street Fighter 2 project I just finished, which basically involved buying as much brown, green, and gray yarn as I could find and just going for it. The hard thing about needlepoint is actually changing colors, because you have to start and stop strands of yarn all the time. And this one felt next to impossible at points, but I was able to persevere, and I love how it came together. And just to add an honorary mention, I really like making 3D objects with the art. Keychains are pretty fun. It's kind of a traditional thing to do with needlepoint, but for me, my favorite are probably like the Binding of Isaac dice cup and the Magic the Gathering deck box. I can kind of bring them into the world. They're kind of cool conversation pieces, and it's just a little bit of hacking on making needlepoint and the plastic mesh do things it's not necessarily designed for, but kind of fun to make force happen.
Lastly, like we typically ask, what might you have planned for the future?
So a couple things I've got coming up in the future that I'm kind of looking forward to. One is a template that I've already designed but haven't started yet. I want to do a large 16-bit piece. So I use two sizes of canvas. They kind of come into two-size mesh, and this one's going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog piece, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's going to look very colorful, I know from the last one I did. The other one I'm really looking forward to is another 3D object. I actually just had the thought tonight. I thought it'd be fun to try to make a dice tower out of yarn, because I noticed that the dice cup is really nice because it's kind of quieter than most dice cups because it's a soft material. It might be kind of a fun thing to do and have on the table when I'm playing board games with admittedly a smaller set of people than I did pre-pandemic.
Now that recorded audio was months old, so maybe you care to add to that, Rick?
What do you know? Brad is breaking the fourth wall.
So whatever time may have passed in the real world, I still want to complete that dice tower. Though I do have a working prototype over on Instagram now. Mainly I'm looking for ways to bring my crafting to my Twitch streaming in terms of bringing pixel art that I create to life using needlepoint, generally getting back into the swing of things and crafting on stream. I'm also excited to be doing a couple of collaborative pieces, but you'll see more about those when they're done.
So Rick, your endeavors don't just end with pixel stitching. You also stream music live on Twitch and play live events. Would you mind playing a tune for us before you go?
Sure, I'd love to.
Why even ask him? We're clearly setting up for his performance over here.
It's just a thing talk shows do for dramatic effect. For the audience, you know?
Almost ready over there, guys. Time is money here.
We're almost done, eh? Speaking of money, I still haven't gotten that check you guys keep insisting is in the mail.
Yeah, me neither.
Can we talk about this at a more appropriate time? You want to just make it snappy here?
Oh, sure. We'll make it snappy.
Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah, real snappy. Just gonna snap it up for ya. Hang on, just a quick and snappy mic test, and we're done.
Sherry?
Testing.
Okay, so...
Testing. Okay, guys, we're all done.
Oh, thank you, Sherry.
It's an instrumental, guys. Don't actually need a mic.
Okay, well, without any more ludicrous levels of ado, performing the Legend of Zelda Overworld theme, Rick Sanders.
Rick Sanders, everybody. Thanks for watching. Oh, and we totally forgot we had Mike Martinelli as a guest. Ooh, sorry, Mr. Martinelli, but we're all out of time.
Oh, all right. I guess we'll try again.
Good night, everybody. Until next time on Pixel Craft Spotlight.